Hello there to all my wonderful royal fans and welcome back to the channel for your latest dose of royal news. In today's headline, Meghan Markle's book fails to hit top 50 for UK sales but is set to make thousands. Meghan Markle's children's book has been beaten to the top of the UK book charts in its first week by a volume from campaigning footballer Marcus Rashford. The Bench, which has an average rating of 4 stars online, was inspired by a poem the Duchess of Sussex wrote about Prince Harry's first Father's Day. The 40-page, $18 book is illustrated with pictures of a family, including one of Meghan cradling a newborn baby, in a possible nod to their newborn daughter Lily. The book sold just 3,212 copies in its first week and failed to make it into the best-selling top 50. However, it did top the charts for the best-selling picture book. Despite the slow sales, the work is expected to be hugely profitable for the book's publisher, Penguin Random House Children's, as they have rights that allow them to sell the English language version globally. PRH could also sell translation rights to other publishers, which means The Bench could become a huge global success if it is printed in other languages. The book has been illustrated by award-winning artist Christian Robinson, and the audiobook is narrated by the Duchess of Sussex herself. Manchester United's Marcus Rashford scooped the top spot with his book, You Are a Champion, which sold a whopping 10,564 copies in the last week as football fans are gripped by Euro 2020. Tom Tiven is the managing director of the bookseller, which provided the Mirror with the figures. Speaking exclusively to the Mirror, he said that despite Meghan's book failing to make it to the top 50, it is not disappointing because picture books generally sell slow and steadily. He said, at a little over 3,000 copies sold, Bench is not a huge bestseller in week 1. It didn't even make the top 50. But I don't think that's a disappointment for Penguin Random House Children, as picture books generally don't sell huge amounts starting out, even if the writer is the Duchess of Sussex. The aim is the long game, as picture books tend to have a longer shelf life than adult titles. The idea is to keep them selling week in and week out, and it's not about a kit. Meghan was the best-selling picture book of the week, though it sold 500 more copies than Julia Donaldson's What the Ladybird Heard at the Seaside. Days after the book was launched, it suffered a bumpy start that saw it creep to just number 100 on the Amazon chart, but it later flew into the number 5 spot on the online website's UK children's books list. I suspect what the publisher is doing is also playing the long game to try to get a toe in for the bigger prize. The full Harry-Meghan package, Tom said. I think the plan is for some publisher to nab them for a multi-book deal for some eye-popping sum, which I think could even exceed what PRH paid for the Obama's 2 books. So publishing the children's book can show you, the Sussexes, what PRH can do. The Bench appears to have split opinion among readers online, with it being branded from beautiful keepsake to semi-literate vanity project. Less favorable reviews describe it as mawkish and lacking a storyline, with one reader saying they had really wanted to like it, but it was disappointing. I really wanted to like this book, to believe the publishers had selected it on merit. There isn't a lot of positives to be found. It's not engaging, and cannot justify its classification as a children's book. It's a sentimental with a somewhat sanctimonious overtone, the person wrote on Amazon. The Evening Standard's Emily Phillips said her own children loved the soothing book being read to her, but added the writing was a little bit schmaltzy in places. However, the Telegraph's Claire Alfrey stated it has a semi-literate vanity project, a description echoed by a reviewer on the Amazon page. A positive review titled Beautiful Keepsake, read the poem throughout, is lovely. Don't really understand the negative views. It's a beautiful book, and clearly meant more for a father or a parent to read and give them a smile. My children love looking at the pictures and pointing out daddy, but it made my husband tear up. One reader also praised the poem for showing diversity by representing a range of different families in its gorgeous illustrations. The Bench is not Meghan's first venture into writing. As an up-and-coming actress, she penned lifestyle blog The Tig, which shut down after she began dating Harry. Alright, so long-term game it is for that book, but still, to be the number 1 picture bookseller, I think it'll do quite well. Have any of you guys read The Bench? If you have, leave your comments about it in the comment section. I'd love to know what you thought of the book. Also, like and subscribe. With new videos daily, I hope to see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.